Hello, my name is Babatunde Ibraham and I am an architect in the UK. Have you ever wondered how to find the right architect for your project? Here are my top 3 tips to finding the right architect for your project. Alright, the first tip I'll give you is to contact an architect who actually works in the sector in which your project is in. Now, if you are looking to have interior alterations done to your home or have an extension done to your home, it makes more sense for you to contact an architect who's a residential architect rather than contacting an architect who works in the commercial sector, maybe in hotels or offices, because the more you can get an architect that's tailored to the specific project you're trying to achieve, the more you can get some targeted, experienced knowledge being contributed to achieving your project goals. The simplest way I like to explain it to people is if you have a pastry chef and you have a chef that's good at a lot of things. Now, if you ask them to make pastries, obviously the pastry chef should beat out the normal chef. If they don't, then there's something really wrong there somewhere. But you get the point. The point is, make sure you get someone who already knows what they're doing and does that for a living, because you stand a better chance at having the kind of project you want for the kind of fees you're willing to pay. The second tip I'll give to you is, if you're in the UK, use the planning portal. The planning portal is an amazing way of getting architects, especially ones within your area, or you're walking out on the street, you see a project that you really like, you can go onto the planning portal, put the address there, the street name, look for the number, and you probably find the architect's drawings, and you can use those drawings to contact the architect, and then you have the architect that you are looking for in the area that you're looking for and already has done projects in that area, because different areas in the UK have their different design guides. A number of things within that are similar, but sometimes they are vastly different depending on the area you're in. So when you get an architect who has already done work in your area, that person is more familiar with the design guides, has already done it before, and is very familiar, or should be very familiar, with the particularities of what you're trying to achieve, and that gives you a better chance at getting it through planning, because they already know what the people in planning are looking for. Also, you have the pre-app, but that's a whole different topic. We won't have in that discussion now. Tip number 3, speak to the architect. The process an architect goes through to come up with architecture is very key to achieving or to finding the right architect for you. One of the most important things about speaking with your architect is that you learn a lot about their process, and their process is very important to achieving the project you want to achieve. Now, if you're a client that likes to be very involved in the project, then you need to ensure that your architect knows that. So if you then meet an architect who doesn't want you to be very involved in the process, then you can know it's not the right fit for you and walk away then before you're 5 months into the project and then you're having to clash heads. Saves you a lot of time, saves you a lot of pain, saves you a lot of money. It's very important. And if you speak to an architect and you like their process and they are less hands-on or more hands-on, depending on what you like, then you can actually say, right, this is the kind of person I'm looking for. And if you feel unsure, you can ask and say, look, is it okay if I speak to some of your past clients that you've done work for before, just to see what the process is like and to put my mind at ease? And if that's okay with them, go ahead, speak to the clients, speak to the previous clients, because it's very helpful to have a third party give you these understandings and make sure that you understand what the process is and you are aware of certain things. And you can ask them, okay, what were the mistakes you made when you were working with the architect, or what do you wish you could have done differently? And then you learn from there, and that gives you a better chance at giving you the kind of project you want. Thank you for listening this far, and I hope you have a lovely day.